Welcome, hockey fans, to Friday Night Hockey in the Quad Cities, coming to you live from the River's Edge in beautiful downtown Davenport. Tonight, the Quad City Blues will be taking on the Dubuque Saints. The JV will be the first game. Last weekend, the Blues lost two disappointing games to Waterloo, which Waterloo is just behind us in the standings. We're 6, they're 7. They're now, I believe, 1 point behind us in the standings with one game fewer played. So this is an important game for the Blues. We'd like to win this, go up 2 points. When I last checked, Waterloo was playing Cedar Rapids, and Cedar Rapids was up 1-0, surprisingly. But we'll see if that continues. So we'll have the drop of the puck here in just a minute. So, all right, well, Waterloo and Cedar Rapids are tied 1-1 right now. So that makes this game even more important for us to win. So both teams are heading out onto the ice. The Blues will be starting Blunk, Smith, Mendoza, with Waterman and Sacheski back on the blue line. Well, we have the officials messing with the net at the Blues end of the ice. Hey, that's the beginning of a good joke. How many referees does it take to set a net? 3. I don't know the punchline, but all right. Here we go. There's the drop of the puck. The Blues win it back. Sacheski controls over to Waterman. Waterman looks, sends it up the boards to Mendoza. Mendoza up to Blunk. Blunk in the zone. He's knocked down along the boards, but he gets it deep. Smith pressing behind the board, behind the net. Dubuque comes out with it. Saints under pressure. Scrum along the boards, right at the hash marks. Up to the point. Waterman throws it back to the corner. Behind the net it rolls. The Saints are the first to it. Smith knocks it off the stick. It's in the slot, but nobody can control it. Waterman gets to it, sends it back down around behind the net. Smith gets to it, but he's bumped off the puck. Mendoza forces the play up to the point. Sacheski can't keep it in. Bounces off a couple sticks. And Drissel sends it in. The Blues changing behind the play. The goalie comes out, plays it. Saints pick it up, send it up to the blue line and out. It's chipped past Spector. Amos Spector playing in his first game and a few. He was out with an illness. Puck in the zone. Brock Carroll on it, overskates it. It's chipped to the blue line, but kept in. Saints send it up the boards. Drissel there. He battles. It's up to the point. Backhanded in by Spector. Then chipped out by the Saints. Guile sends it in. Follows up. Oh, nice check by Guile. Knocked the man down, but he kind of lost sight of the puck. He could have had a chance there. There's a backhand slide attempt across the crease. And the Saints are out across the red line into the Blues end. Down to the corner. Puck sent up, attempted to send it up to the point. Pinned along the boards. Carroll gets it over to Munsterman. Nice pass. Munsterman's shot low off the skates into the corner. The Saints come out with it. Up the left wing, off the boards to the point. Spector can't keep it in. Sends it in. The Blues tag up. Saints head behind their own net. Set up, forced out. Up the left wing again at the hash marks along the board. Spector. Oh, he can't get a shot off. Down to Alexander. Into the corner to Price. Price chasing after it. The Saints pick it up the right wing they come. Nice forechecking by Price to keep it in. Price on the puck carrier. Puck sent around the boards again. Place in there. He knocks it back to Price. Price sends it to the slot, but nobody there. Carson knocks it away. Price, stick lift. Tries to send it deep. It's along the board. Price. Putting pressure on the puck. Sent down to the corner. Behind the net. Place. Chases it out. Up the boards it comes. Cut comp up on the point. Can't keep it in. He falls down. Waterman gets over. Swats at the puck. It's carried in by the Saints. Beckwith and Waterman on it. Beckwith sends it to Waterman. Waterman out. He's got the red line. Crosses the blue line, but gets knocked off the puck. He's down. Place, Pruitt, and Sachesky back. The Saints send it deep. Behind the net it goes. Sachesky picks it up in the corner. Sends it behind the net. Beckwith over to it. She tries to send it along, but it bounces over her stick. She collects, takes a look. Chips it around one player. Place chips it out. Pruitt on the forecheck. Cross ice pass. Chipped into the zone by the Saints. Cross ice pass to nobody. Smith gets it up to Pruitt. Pruitt cross red line. He gets knocked off the puck, but it's sent in deep. The Saints have to carry it behind their own net. Up the left wing they come. Top of the circles is out. And goes for icing. So at 10:54 to go in the first, the score is 0-0. No real dangerous shots. I don't think there's even an official shot on net yet. So the Blues will have a face-off in the Saints' end to the left of their goalie. Saints goalie getting some water. Didn't have his gear ready. That was a dangerous drop by the linesman. Puck sent around. Up the left wing boards. Spector pinches down. Takes a shot. Goes glove side wide, high over the net. Giles sends it in behind the net. Mendoza can't do anything with it. It's up and over Guile, who is pinching down. Blunk racing back. He's looking over his shoulder. He takes it for a ride behind his net. Up the right wing. Chips it off the boards. Up to Smith. Smith centers it, but nobody's there. Blunk over on it. He checks the man along the boards. Giles there with it. Blunk goes for a change. There's a hard hit by Driscoll. And Spector gets it. He sends it up the boards, a little ahead of Driscoll, though. Sends it back in again. Driscoll on the forecheck. The Saints behind their own net. Up they come. Up to the red line. Spector gets it, chips it out. Munsterman gets it. Passes behind Driscoll. Dubuque collects it, chips it in, cut comp after it. Behind the net he goes. Up the left wing, he drops it off for Spector. Spector sends it over to Munsterman, a little ahead of him. Dubuque collects, but turns it over at the blue line. Brock Carroll can't do anything with it, though. And it's chipped in. Spector gets to it. Loses control, gets it back. Cut comp swats at it. But there's a cross check called. And it looks like Driscoll will be going to the box. So your Blues will be going on their first penalty kill of the game. So we have Waterman, Sachesky, Blunk, and Smith out there killing this first penalty. There's the drop of the puck. Behind the net it goes. Waterman hammers it around to the point. Saints send it across the face-off dots. Nobody there to get it. Behind the net. Up to the blue line. Top of the slot. Over to the top of the right circle. Shot blocked off of Sachesky. The Saints collect. Walk it to the blue line. Top of the slot. Curl up to the blue line. D-to-D pass. Back to the top of the slot. Walk in. Top of the circle. Puck comes off the stick of the Dubuque player. Finally, Smith gets it on his stick, but he can't control it. Finally, he carries it out. Across the red line. Fires in on net. The goalie makes a glove save, drops it off to the side of his net. And the Saints, here they come. Errant pass up to the red line. Saints recover. Have a hard time handling the puck. Get it in. But it's whistled offsides. .59 seconds to go on the penalty kill. 8:17 to go in the first period. Score 0-0. Mendoza out there with Brock Carroll. Guile and Guile and Spector back as the D pair. Brock knocks it off the stick, fires it through the neutral zone. Dubuque collects, can't connect on their pass. Spector gets it, fires it all the way down the ice. 43 seconds left on the penalty. Saints set up behind their own net. Up the right wing they come. Mendoza forechecking, knocks the puck off the stick of the Dubuque player. Finally, the Saints across the red line into the Blues end. Shot on net, deflected off a Blues player's stick, high into the netting, and we'll have a face-off. So 23 seconds to go in the Blues penalty. 7:41 of the first period. Neither team has really had any dangerous scoring chances yet. There's a drop of the puck. Blanc wins it back to the corner. Waterman collects in the corner. He's immediately jumped by a Saints player. Sent up the ice and out by Dubuque. Smith forechecking, peels off. Alexander out there. 7 seconds to go. And the Saints are offside. Alexander out there with Price. Price collects the face-off. Sends it to Alexander. He gets around one person, gets it in the zone, sends it deep to the corner. Karsten battling along the board, sends it to Cutcomp. Cutcomp tries to send it to Waterman, but it's picked off. Odd man rush. Oh, Alexander got back right down the slot to defend that. It was 3-on-1. Dubuque misplayed it. Cutcomp pressing his man against the board. He falls down hard. Puck up to the point. The Saints send it back all the way around to the opposite hash marks. Waterman picks it up. Takes a look. Off the boards, up and out. But the Saints collect at the red line. Send it back to their own blue line in the zone. Karsten in on it. Ties it up. Puck pops out. It's loose in the slot. Dubuque nicely sends it out. Szczeski sends it back in. Place out there with Karsten and Price on the forecheck. Price, nice poke off. Karsten gets to it. Tries to center it. It's deflected. Place tries to center it. It's deflected again. Finally, here come the Saints. Out to the neutral zone. Oh, they get behind Guile. It's a 3-on-1. They misplay it again. Here comes Karsten. He's got Beckwith, over to Beckwith. It's kind of in her skates, but she gets it in the zone. Rides the man to the boards. She gets tangled up. It's sent in deep. Szczeski in on it. He's pressed off it, but Guile picks it up. Guile takes a look, sends it to Pruitt. Pruitt sends it to Beckwith. It's off her stick, though. Szczeski sends it up to Beckwith. It's fired back in by the Saints and around. Pruitt in the corner with Guile, battling for the puck. Pruitt goes down. The Saints come away with it. Try a wraparound. Dangerous play. Blanc out there now. And the puck goes up in the corner into the netting. So we'll have a face-off to the left of the goalie. And I didn't mention, but starting tonight's game is Gavin Barr in net. Gavin getting this start. So Blanc's out there with Smith, Mendoza, Spector, and Waterman back on D. Blanc sends it up, but not out. It's at the point, kicked out. The Saints collect at the red line. They chip it in. Waterman picks it up top of the circle. Pass over to Mendoza, who wasn't looking. Off the boards and in, though. Smith gets it. He skates behind the net with it. Mendoza taken down hard behind the play. No call. Spector shot off the shin pads of one of the Saints players. The Saints collect it, come up the far boards, chip it out. Spector knocks it off the stick, but it's fired in from the red line. No icing indicated. Waterman picks it up in the corner. He's immediately hitting to the boards. Blanc has it. His pass is intended for Mendoza's into the skates of a Saints player. Mendoza hammers it in and around. Smith deep in. He can't control it, and the Saints chip it out. Gets past Waterman. Munsterman comes back. Oh, that's a shot that just missed the post. Far side. Spector in the corner. Battling against two Saints. The Blues stuck in their end a little bit. Waterman skates through, comes away with the puck. Chips it up to Smith, who's all alone. He's got Driscoll going to the net. I think the cross-crease pass was stopped by the goalie. So both teams have had some chances. Dubuque twice has had 3-on-1 attempts and mismanaged the play. The Blues 2-on-1 waited too long to pass. Driscoll out there to take the face-off. He's with Munsterman and Brock Carroll. Saints collect, send it around the boards. It's past Guile sticking out. Munsterman back on it. He turns, fires it up to Guile. It's out. The Saints have to get on sides. A little bit of hot potato. Finally, Driscoll sends it in. The Saints get a hold of it. Miscue. Send it to the boards. Cutcomp keeps it in at the point. It's still in. Carroll knocks the person down from behind, then cross-checks them. No call. And the puck's flipped out of the zone. I think it hit the camera lady. So we'll have a face-off with 2:59 to go in the first period to the right of the Saints goalie. Score 0-0. Alexander out there with Carson and Price, Guile and Cutcomp, the D pair. Face-off comes back to Cutcomp. He hammers it around the boards, opposite corner. Big hit in the corner. The Blues battling along the boards. Alexander knocking people left and right. Centering attempt, knocked down. Backhand attempt hits the goalie. The Saints collect. Cutcomp comes down, keeps it in. Alexander stops it from going across the blue line. It finally dribbles out. Carson gets it, sends it over. Goes in deep behind the net. Alexander hard on the forecheck. Oh, the Dubuque misplays it. Alexander chasing after it, runs over one player. And it's sent down the ice. It'll be icing. No, it was waved off. That's all right. Guile gets it, sends it over. Price misses it. Dubuque sends it further back into their own zone. Right in the slot, sent up. Place intercepts it off the bench, but mishandles it. There's a shot high over the net. Place, Pruitt, Beckwith out there with Guile and Sachesky. Two players down in the corner. Oh, a lot of physical play, some pushing and shoving. Guile will be getting a cross-checking penalty. Yep, that was unnecessary. So with a minute 45 to go, a little dyslexic this evening. 1:45 to go in the first period. The Blues will be on their second penalty kill of the game. So we have Blanc out there with Smith, Spector, and Waterman back on D. Saints win it, push it up to the blue line. Shot high, glove side over the net from the blue line. The Saints get it, skate it right into the ref. Waterman on the player in the corner now. He falls down, miscue on the pass. Right at the faceoff dot. Blanc comes in, uses his skates to block the play. Shot off of Blanc. Smith has it. He's in one-on-one, makes a move, curls back, sends it to Blunk, top of the slot, shot! Blunk scores! Nice play! Smith wisely, instead of taking a shot, curled around the circle. Blunk, who was still in the neutral zone, stuck his stick in the air. I could hear him calling for it. Smith sent it back. Blunk from the top of the circles, maybe a little further, sends one home, and the Blues have a lead of 1-0. But the Blues are still killing a penalty with a minute 29 on the penalty, 1:13 to go in the first period. So the Blues have to not get too overly excited here, maintain discipline, and kill off this penalty and go into the second up a goal. Saints over the blue line, come in, try to toe drag. Sajeski falls down but knocks the puck down. Here comes Mendoza. He sends it up. The Saints pick it up. Their pass is off the stick of a player. Cutcomp sends it in deep. 45 seconds in the period. 1 minute left on the penalty. The Saints over the blue line. Cutcomp's big stick gets in the way. A low shot off the pads of Barr. The Blues get a hold of it. Blunk sends it down the ice. 25 seconds to go in the period. The goalie plays it. Blunk in on the forecheck. He's out there with Smith. That combination just scored a shorty. Smith, nice, pokes it off, forces the Dubuque behind their own net. Up the left wing they come. At the blue line, right there at the red line. Blunt kicks it off. He's in, one-on-one, shoots. Oh, and it's deflected. He made a nice move. I think he was trying to shoot under the stick of the Saints defenseman. So 4 seconds left in the period, 19 seconds left on the penalty. The Blues up 1-0, still shorthanded. There's a face-off to the left of the Saint goalie. So 4 seconds, that's enough to score another goal. Blunk can either shoot it right off the drop of the puck or come back to Spector. And it's sent all the way down the ice. Well, that would have been icing, but time runs out for the first period. So the Blues find themselves up 1-0 on a shorthanded goal. They're facing 15 seconds of penalty killed coming into the second period. So remember, this is JV, so there's no ice scrape between the first and second period. But there will be between the second and third period. All right, we're back. 15 minutes up on the scoreboard. Blues still killing some penalty time off, but find themselves up 1-0 on the Saints after scoring a beautiful shorthanded goal. So the Blues send out Alexander and Price with Waterman and Spector back for D. 15 seconds to go on the penalty kill. There's the drop of the puck. Saints control. Send it back, D to D in their own end. The Blues patient at the red line. Up they come into the Blues end. Across the top of the circles, top of the slot. Shot. Oh, it's deflected off something dangerously. Into the corner. Spector knocked down. He comes in, picks it up, sends it around to Waterman. Beautiful behind the net. Waterman turns back, killing time off. Both teams, even strength. Nice pass to Alexander in the middle of the ice. He comes up. He gets run off the puck. Carson out there with him. Sent up, deflected in, and into the bench. So the faceoff will be in neutral ice at center ice. So the Blues will take this opportunity to send out a fresh line. We'll have Drissel, Munsterman, and Brock Carroll out there with Sachesky and Guile back as D pair. The Blues win it. The Saints can't control. The Blues come away with it. They lose it. Here come the Saints in, right along the hash marks. Nice blocker save by Barr. Dangerous shot right from the hash marks. Blues control, send it behind, around to the opposite corner. Guile tries to knock the man down. Roll right to the center. The Blues playing a little sloppy starting the second period. Nice play by the Saints. Had a man crossing in front of the crease and sent it from the left corner below the goal line. The Blues didn't pick him up. So the Blues will change up. We have Blunk, Smith, Mendoza out there with Sachesky and Guile for D. Hammered all the way around the boards. Smith clips it out to Mendoza. Mendoza across the red line. Across the blue line, he pulls up, loses control, though, at the top of the circles. The Saints bring it back out. D to D pass. Sachesky sends it up to Blunk. It's off his stick. He shoots one. It's deflected into the corner off some skates. Blunt comes up with it, sends it up to Guile. It's off his stick into his skates, and it's sent out, but Sachesky's back. Sachesky falls down. Oh, he swats it at the last minute. Hits it out. Again, the Blues playing sloppy. Just getting lucky. Sachesky made a beautiful last-ditch effort to swat the puck off the Saints' stick. Mishandled by the Saints. Smith gets it, curls back. Same play that they scored on. Guile skates it down the hash mark, sends it across. Nobody there to get their stick on it. Spector pinches, can't get to it. Smith off to the races. It's a 2-on-1. Sent a little far ahead of the other Saint player, and the puck's into the netting. That's about the third or fourth odd man rush the Saints have had. They've managed not to connect, to the benefit of the Blues. The Blues playing a little sloppy and loose to start this second period. Up 1-0. 12:36 to go in the second period. There's the drop of the puck. Place wins it over to Spector. Spector up the ice with it. He throws it in from the red line. Place, Pruitt, Beckwith out there. Pruitt on the forecheck. Pruitt's running hard behind the net. Cutcomp keeps it in at the blue line, but then it's knocked off his stick. He sends it back to Spector. Spector over to Place. Place chips it in from the blue line. Tries to get behind the player, but can't. Into the corner. Beckwith gets her stick on it. Fires it, or tries to fire it down, but it's deflected off something. Battled along the boards. Across the blue line. Pruitt chasing hard. Again, odd man rush. Beckwith gets to it. Sends it to the red line and out. Place finally out of the zone. Place hits the man way behind the play. Whoa. Barr played it unexpectedly to Spector. Spector's pass hit two people at the blue line. Puck tied up along the boards. Here come the Saints across the red line. They dump it. I think it was a shot that went wide. Sent up the boards. Spector comes away with it. He sends it off the opposite boards. Across the red line. Sent back in. Past Cutcomp. Spector has to hustle back and pick it up. He sends it back to Cutcomp. Oh, it was almost picked off by a Saint player that was waiting. Sent up the boards. Mendoza or Alexander chips it up but can't get to it. The Blues change. Alexander coming along. Knocks into two men along the boards. Unfortunately, Spector's pass to, was that Alexander or Price? Price was a little ahead of his stick. It went down for icing. So the Blues will have a face-off in their end to the left of Barr. Alexander out there with Carson and Price. Guile and Waterman on the D. Dubuque comes away with it. Sends it to the top of the crease of the blue line. Guile gets it in the corner, sends it up, and it's out. Carson in after it. Saints get to it first. Chip it up the boards. Price sends it back in. Saints chip it back out. Guile gets it, sends it across, but turns it over right in the slot. Spector Waterman couldn't get back in time after Guile misfired on a cross-ice D-to-D pass. And Dubuque has tied it up 1-1. So I said it from the beginning of the second period. The Blues are playing a little sloppy with the puck, and it cost them. All right. Munsterman out there with Driscoll and Brock Carroll. Sucheski sends it in behind the net. The goalie comes out, plays it. Sent up and out of the blue line. Spector back. Sucheski after it. Chips it up to Munsterman. Munsterman sends it out of the zone. Dubuque touches up. They're onside. Puck sent up and off the boards. Chesky gets it, goes behind his net. Up the left he comes. Top of the circle, chips it out. Center ice, Brock Carroll across the blue line. Sends it to Driscoll, but there's a Saint player right there. Up to the point, sent back in. Bouncing off everything into the corner. Carroll gets it to Driscoll right in the slot. Oh, there's a nice shot. The goalie made a nice save. Comes up to Spector. Spector sends it over. Waterman gets it, top of the circle, fires. Rebound right in front. Carroll in on the forecheck in the corner. Driscoll picks it up. Oh, he was trying to hit Spector, but there was a skate that got in the way. Waterman sends it down. There's a Saint player without stick, and I think it was that kicked down or was it sent down by a stick?
Sent down by a stick.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, that's a pretty good kick. So icing is the call against the Saints. 9:12 to go in the second period. The game tied up 1-1. The Blues playing a little better on that shift. So Blanc out there with Smith and Mendoza. Cutcomp and Waterman back. Face-off comes to Waterman. He shoots one low, wide. Mendoza gets it, turns, fires it over. Smith looks, or Blanc looks. It was off the, I think, the cage of the goaltender. Smith tries to center it. It's intercepted. Smith gets in the way. Mendoza gets back. Tries to chip to Smith. Smith gets it, comes out. Sends it over to the slot. Oh, there was a stick in the way. And the Saints got behind the Blues player, but Mendoza coming back did a nice job of back checking. Sent up to the blue line, top of the slot. Shot low. Barr makes a save. Gets it in his glove. So the Blues again, giving the Saints some chances on the rush. So out comes Alexander, Price, and Karsten. Guile and Sacheski back for D. So Alexander chased out. There's a drop of the puck. Price wins it back, but the Saints get it behind the Blues net. Center it right out front. Nobody had the man. Thank God Barr was right in the middle of the net. Sent out by the Blues, picked up and neutralized by the Saints. They fired in. Sacheski up off the glass, and down it goes. No icing indicated. Alexander on the forecheck. Price comes down. Oh, he overskates it. Up to Guile. Guile shoots. Oh, and a nice glove save through traffic by the Dubuque goalie. Guile putting one on net, hoping to make up for his earlier mistake. 8:04 to go in the second period. Alexander. Yeah, they couldn't have changed. The Blues coaches are mad. They got to change, and they shouldn't have changed. Carson sends it back into the corner. The Saints come up the ice, chip it up, and out. Sacheski gets to it, chips it back. It's chipped back out. Sacheski picks it up. He takes a look, turns. Puck rolling. He's got to settle it down. Sends it over to Guile. Guile can't control it. Carson gets it. Sent up. Across the red line. D-to-D pass by the Saints. Across the red line, and it's fired in. Sacheski in after it. Oh, there's a big hit right there. Hope the Saint player is all right because he fell down awkwardly. There's a cross check behind the play. That wasn't called. Alexander gets a hold of it. This game getting rough and physical. Up to the red line, it's sent in. That should have been icing, but yep, icing is the call. So all the way down the ice it comes. It'll be to the left of the Dubuque goalie. 7:14 to go in the second period. Dubuque tied it up early in the second period on some lazy, sloppy play by the Blues. So place out there with Pruitt and Beckwith. Spector and Waterman back on D. Saints win it back, fired around the boards. Beckwith over. It's off her stick. Spector can't get to it in time. It's sent up. Waterman gets a skate in the way. There was almost a breakaway. Waterman tries to carry it in. It's off of Beckwith's stick. Carried in. Dubuque loses control. Beckwith picks it up, turns with it, looks. Chips it up. And it's sent back down. Spector behind the net. Picks it up. Chips it up. To the red line. Beckwith can't get there in time. Dubuque sends it up. Saints come in, shoot one off Waterman to the end boards. He sends it back up the boards. Beckwith has to come down. She's battling along the boards. Oh, nice centering pass. Didn't connect. 6:25 to go. Pruitt on the forecheck hard. Chasing the man behind the net into the corner. Knocks him down. No penalty. Place comes in. He throws the body. Place and Pruitt in the corner. There's two players. A Dubuque player knocked down. So there was a whistle, but I didn't see a penalty. I don't know. If they thought there was an injury or what. So the Blues change up. Munsterman out there with Drissel and Brock Carroll. Guile and Cutcomp back on D. Drop of the puck. Carroll can't control it, or Drissel can't control it. Up to the point. Guile throws one back in. Deflected to the end boards. Drissel hard on the forecheck. Still on it. The Saints come away with it. Chip it up and out. It's going to go all the way down the ice on that. Cutcomp back for it. He overskates it. But he gets it. He sends it right over to the Dubuque player right in front of the net. The Blues again playing a little sloppy. 5:35 to go in the second period. The score tied 1-1. Carroll gets over there, uses his body, but loses the puck. Guile loses the puck again. being fought for in the corner. There's 3 Saints, 2 Blues. Dubuque tries to go to the front of the net with it, but Carroll carries it out. Nice pass over to Munsterman. Across the blue line, Munsterman tries to make a move. It's knocked off his stick, and here come the Saints back again. Shot wide. Oh, Barr reaches way too far for it. Saints send it across the front of the crease, top of the circle. Shot comes off the stick odd, and Blunt gets it. His centering pass off some skates, and it's fired in by Mendoza. It's in on goalie, and Dubuque will take a stoppage and take a face-off to their left. 4:45 to go in the second period. The Blues at time looking good, but at times being very sloppy with that puck and giving Dubuque their chances. So Blunk's out there with Smith and Mendoza. Sicheski and Waterman back for D. Saints win the face-off. Blunk knocks it down along the boards. Low shot off the pads, and it's sent out. Waterman comes back, takes a look, sends it over to Sicheski. Sicheski gets it, fires it up ice. The Saints come in, they're rubbed off. Mendoza comes back, tries to chip it up the boards, but it's right into a Dubuque player. Blanc throws the body hard. Waterman around the net. Up he comes the left wing. He fires it over to Mendoza. Mendoza carries it in. His shot is off some skates into the corner. Mendoza roughed up in the corner. Game's getting physical. It's chipped up to the point. Waterman uses his body to keep it in. Backhand pass to Smith. Smith is run off the puck. Blunk's turnaround shot. Nice pad save by the goalie. It's fired down the ice. This will be icing. Oh, should have been icing. Sicheski makes a beautiful check. That's knocked down by a Saints player. Smith in on the forecheck. Sent out off the Saints stick. Waterman turns, chips it up the boards. The Saints collect in their own end. They chip it up out into the neutral ice. Can't control. Karsten picks it up. He skates back. Fires it over to Smith. It's off the boards and in deep. The Saints pick it up, go behind their net, pull up. Alexander out there with Karsten and Smith. Dubuque again behind the Blues. Centers it. Oh, right in the slot. Everybody looking at the puck. Price makes a couple nice moves. Gets up into the zone. Centers it. Karsten. Oh, it's knocked off his stick, though. Alexander knocks the man down with the puck. Sent back in. Price on the forecheck. It's off his skates. Goes to the opposite boards. Saints bring it out. Shoot it down on net. It goes wide. No icing. Guile picks it up behind the net. Comes up to Price. Price hits Alexander. Alexander sends it up to Guile. It's sent back. Price gets a stick on it. It's bouncing around the red line like nobody wants it. Guile gets it, sends it smartly over to Spector. Spector off the boards just ahead of Karsten, though. But Karsten throws it in from the correct side of the red line. Price on the forecheck. The Blues changing behind the play. Price causing all kinds of problems. Oh, it's kept in by Carroll. Carroll sends it down. Oh, Price couldn't get to it in time. He sends it in the slot. Oh, I think Munsterman, if he would have known how much time he had, might have took another second before he shot that puck. But some back and forth action. I'll get it out. My tongue can't keep up with the play. 1:51 to go in the second period. The score tied 2-2. The Blues finally getting their act together, playing a little more like a team, not turning the puck over nearly as much. So Munsterman out there with Drissel and Brock Carroll. Cutcomp and Sicheski back. Cutcomp overskates the puck. It's a 2-on-1. And the Saint player shoots the puck. And Barr makes a nice save. That's probably about the 5th or 6th odd man rush the Blues have given up this game. We're lucky it's a tied game, 1-1. There's the drop of the puck. It's one over. Cutcomp Tries to hit somebody in the center of the ice, but it's off a Dubuque stick. Chipped up, chips it up. Munsterman picks it up. He flips it in high off the glass. Behind the net it goes. Driscoll and Munsterman in on the forecheck. Munsterman couldn't get the shot off. Brock along the boards. Battling hard. Still battling hard. Driscoll gets it. Oh, he couldn't control it. It's sent behind the net. Driscoll stood up along the end boards. Munsterman picks it up. Makes a move behind the net. Turns, fires it behind the net to the opposite corner. The Saints get to it, but can't control. Carroll gets to it. He tries to center it off the skates of a Dubuque player. Saints up and out. Sicheski gets to it. Sends it. Oh, it's off of Blunk's skates. Good thing that was inadvertent. That might have been too many men. Blunk gets a hold of it, sends it across the ice to Smith. Smith walks back in his own end with it. He's harassed the whole way. Top of the circles, finally at the blue line. He sends it out. Brock Carroll's still out there. Tries to send it to Blanc, but it's off some skates again. Carroll knocks down a man hard. It's sent across the ice to the opposite boards. Brock in on it. Brock like a bull, finishing every check he throws. Here come the Saints across the blue line. Oh, a nice move and a nice shot. Glove down, but out of his glove. Puck comes off awkwardly. Whew. So the Dubuque coach not too happy with one of their players. So at the end of two, the score is 1-1. And we'll have a ice clean. And we'll be back for the third period after this. Roy hit. All right, we're back for third period action. 15 minutes on the clock. There's the drop of the puck. Puck comes back to Waterman. Waterman back there with Sachesky. Blanc, Smith, and Mendoza, the forwards. A little recap of what's happened so far. The Blues' beautiful shorthanded goal went up 1-0. Then at the beginning of the second period, a little sloppy play by the Blues led to a Saints goal to tie it up 1-1, and that's where things stand. So, shot in from the blue line, goes to the opposite corner. Sent up the ice, chipped up to Smith. Smith out to the blue line, centers it behind Mendoza. Mendoza circles back, sends it back to Waterman. Waterman sends it back to Mendoza, but just out in front of his stick. Dangerous chance there. Blanc gets it behind the net. Battle along the boards at the hash mark. Up to Carroll, Brock Carroll. His pass into the skates of a Saints player. So again, the Blues playing a little sloppy. Waterman up to Spector. Spector hits Carroll, crossing the neutral zone into the zone. Carroll sends it in the slot, but Drissel is tied up. Nice pass by Brock. Puck swatted at, chipped up into the netting. We'll have a face-off to the right of the Dubuque goalie. So Munsterman in for the faceoff. Drissel to his right, Brock Carroll to his left, Spector and Guile back as the D pair. Saints win it to the corner, send it around to the opposite corner. Up the right wing they come. Pass out just behind the Saints player, tipped in by Spector. Drissel in on the forecheck into the corner. Saints chip it up around the Blues player. Top of the circle, and out they come, across the red line. And pull up at the top of the circle, and Brock Carroll knocks it off the stick of the Saints player. Behind the net, Saints controlling the puck in the corner. Drissel comes down, puts the body on the man. Munsterman gets it, chips it out to Spector. Spector gets around one player, crosses the blue line, gets around another player, takes it. His shot's blocked high in the air. Two nice moves to get around the players, and then a stick was in the way of his shot. It's chipped out, and it's one-on-one. Guile overskates the puck, and the Saints score. Again, a little too cute. So the Blues find themselves down 2-1 with 12:42 to go in the third period. They have to tighten things up. So we have Alexander out there with Price and Karsten. Cutcomp and Waterman back on D. There's the whistle. Drop of the puck. Cutcomp loses at the red line. It's chipped in. Karsten in after it. Comes away with it. Turns, sends it to the point. Nobody there. Cutcomp turns, fires it over to Alexander. It's off his stick. In come the Saints. There's a shot. Stick safe to the corner. Waterman picks it up. Chips up the board. Karsten sends it off the boards. Alexander picks it up. Across the red line. Across the blue line. Shot low. Sent to the wide side. Waterman walks in. Shot hard. Tipped over the net. Alexander in the corner. Pins the man against the boards. Pucks between their skates. Pulled up by Karsten. D-to-D pass. Waterman gets it. Takes a look. Shot. Oh, nice try by Price on the rebound. Saints struggling to get the puck out. Blues aggressive on the forecheck. Karsten gets it, but skates right into the ref with it. In the corner, it's pinned along the boards. Finally, Price comes away, sends it up high. And Alexander missed on the one-timer. They got to hustle back. The Blues are taking their time. Finally, Cutcomb gets to it. It's up the boards, but off the stick of Alexander. Saints carry it back. DDD pass, centering pass, middle of the ice, across the red line. There's a move at the blue. Cutcomb gets it, sends it back to Waterman. Waterman sends it around to Place. Place sends it up across the red line. The Saints get a hold of it. DDD pass. Up they come, across the red line. There's a long shot in on goal. Puck's in the corner. Should have been hooking. Battle in the corner. Pruitt, Place, and Waterman down there. Place and one of the Saint players go down. Pruitt finally gets it. Still in the corner. Finally, it's sent back. Waterman gets it. Skates behind the net. He pulls up, doubles back, sends it over. And down the ice. The Saints collect. Lose control at their own blue line. Price comes back. Nice check. Drives the man off the puck. Place, or Sachesky chips it up into a Saint player up in the air. Tries it again. It's finally out on Pruitt's stick. Pruitt across the red line. Over to Blanc. Blanc takes a shot off the blocker. And it's out. Spector sends it back in right on Smith's stick. Smith shot high over the net. Blanc in the corner. Can't get to it. Smith hammered off the puck behind the net. There's going to be a penalty. Looks like it's going to be an elbowing call or a roughing. It was high up into the head area of Smith. So the Blues will go on their first power play of the game. With 9:52 to go in the third period, the Blues trailing scored a 2-1. The Blues really want to get this, get a power play goal here. So we have Blanc out there with Smith and Mendoza. Sachesky and Waterman back on D. Drop of the puck. One to the corner. The Saints control. Behind their net they go. They turn, fire it off the boards. Waterman, nice job keeping it in. Feathers it down, but Mendoza can't control. To the corner. All the way down the ice it goes. It's a foot race. The Saints are on the puck hard. Still have it in. Pin it along the boards in the Blues end. Finally, the Blues get to it. Smith sends it back to Waterman. Waterman over to Mendoza. Mendoza across the blue line. Drops it to Blanc, but it's intercepted. Too cute by half with the puck. 1:20 to go in the power play. The Blues pick it up. Lose control. Mendoza or Waterman turns, shot deflected off a stick high into the netting, and we'll have a face-off to the left of the Saint goalie. 1:12 to go on the power play. 9:03 of the third period. So the Blues keep the same lineup. Blanc in for the faceoff. Smith to his right, Mendoza to his left. Sachesky and Waterman back on the D. Puck's dropped, tied up on the faceoff dot. Sent back to Sachesky. Sachesky walks back and forth along the blue line. Sends it over to Waterman. Waterman walks top of the slot. Sends it over to Blanc. Blanc, top of the circle. Shoots it off the skates of a Saints player. And it's sent down the ice. Barr out to play it. The Blues change up their power play unit. 48 seconds to go in the power play. Waterman up the ice with it, right down the center. Sends it up the wing to Munsterman. Munsterman gets in, sends it back behind the net. Driscoll on it. The Saints get to it first, send it around, and it's out past Spector. Spector takes the inside. And the Blues give up a shorthanded goal with 28 seconds to go in the power play. So the Blues are now down 2 goals, but have 8:20 to work with in the third period. So Alexander out there with Driscoll and Price. Spector and Guile sent out as the D pair. Driscoll taking the face off. Guile gets a hold of it at the red line, cuts across, makes a move, loses control, gets knocked down, but Driscoll picks it up. Shot across the crease, deflected over to Spector. Spector feathers it down in the corner. Guile puts a body on him in the corner, sends it back. There's a hard shot across the crease, and it wraps out. Alexander picks it up, sends it back. Driscoll up to Price. Price has it at the red line. Hits Blanc. Oh, and it's called offside. It was a nice play. Price made a nice pass to Blanc, streaking across the red line. So, at even strength, the Blues find themselves down by a score of 3-1. 7:40 to go in the third. Blanc, Mendoza, Smith. The lineup. Puck chipped up in the air. The Blues can't control. Guile sends it to the boards at the red line. It's chipped in past Spector. Guile sends it to Spector. Spector loses control, but Blanc picks it up, across the red line, across the blue line. He's looking. He's got Smith. Shoots low. Comes back to him. Oh, he's in tight. Tried to jam one in, but the goalie had the post sealed. Nice Spector on the point. Sends it out. He gets slashed in the skates, but there's no call. Mendoza gets around one player, carries it in, pulls up. He's in the corner. He's ridden off the puck. The Saints try to send it up the boards, but Blanc's skates are in the way. They're battling harder along the boards. Sent up to the top of the circle, chipped out. Guile gets a hold of it. He sends it back down the boards. Overskated. Mendoza sends it over Smith. Smith loses control, though. Place in on it. And it's chipped out. Cutcomp chips it up in the air. Loses sight of it. It's in his skates. Still in his skates. Finally, it's chipped up the boards again. The Saints lose control. Pruitt gets to the blue line. Puts a backhand in. Place Pruitt Beckwith out there with Cutcomp and Waterman. Puck's sent up to the red line. Sent back to Waterman. Waterman gets a hold of it. Chips it hard off the boards, high in the air. The Saints get a hold of it. Beckwith gets it at the red line. Runs into Place. Place just stood there. Here come the Saints. Pruitt back check. Nice back check by Pruitt. Kind of disrupted the Saints players' play. Puck sent out. Beckwith knocked down behind the play. Waterman picks it up. Up the middle of the ice he goes. Cuts across the blue line. Comes in, makes a move, gets around one player. And the goalie makes an easy save at the goal line. So 5:29 to go in the game. The Blues down by a score of 3-1. Sloppy play by the Blues have cost them 2 goals this game. Puck back to Spector. Spector takes a look, shoots it, but it's off Driscoll. Never makes it to the net. Sacheski pinches in. It's picked up by Munsterman. He sends it back down, but not out. Or now it's sent out. Munsterman collects it, sends it into the corner. Carroll goes behind the net, forces the man back the other way. It's sent around to the hash marks. Sacheski keeps it in. Carroll in on the forecheck. Saints try to get it up the boards again. Finally, it's chipped up and down the ice it goes. This will be an icing. Oh, it's waved off, though. Spector has to battle in the corner. Brock picks it up. It's chipped up, sent out by Blanc. Saints have it, send it in. Nope, never makes it in. It's chipped out, dribbles in. Smith in after it. It's knocked off his stick. Munsterman sends it to Smith. Smith sends it back to Munsterman. Munsterman walks, takes a shot. It's deflected high in the air. Behind the net it goes. Blanc gets in the way of that clearing attempt. Sent up the boards again. Munsterman gets his stick on it, but it's knocked out of the zone. Blanc throws it back in. The Saints come out. turn it over, but it's deflected off of the skates of a Blues player. Shot deflected to the corner. Smith pushes up ahead. It's hammered back by the Saints. Sicheski gets to it, throws it in. Top of the circle. Saints clear it out to the red line. Shot, glove side wide. Battled for in the corner, walked up the wall, up to the point. Shot deflected off a stick. To the end boards behind the net. Sicheski on it, sent around to the point. Smith over skates. Sent up by Guile. He loses control of it. And there's a cross-checking penalty on...
Yeah, they got it on happened too.
Looks like Mendoza will go for 2 for cross-checking. Oh, nope, Blanc. Thought he went over and talked to Mendoza, but apparently Blanc will get a 2-minute penalty for cross-checking. No, now they call it. It must have been cross-checking.
I haven't done camera in so long.
All right. So with 3:29 to go in the game, the Blues have to kill off a 2-minute minor. Driscoll sends it to the corner. Spector can't control it. It's sent in front of the net. Spector gets it. Loses it off his stick. It's kicked up the boards by the Saint player. Chipped up and out. Brock Carroll forechecking in the neutral zone. Battle along the boards. 2 Saint players ran into each other hard. Puck sent to the red line. Driscoll sends it in hard. Behind the net. Saint set up. Here they come up the ice. Up the right wing. Across the red line. Now the left wing. Top of the circle. Shot on net. Barr had it in his glove. Dropped it. Puck still loose. Turnaround shot. Barr stick saved behind the net. Carroll can't get to it. Waterman jumps the pass. Disrupts the play. Barr gets a stick in the way. Smith collects it. Sends it up to Mendoza. He's all alone. Oh, and overshoots the net. That would have been a nice one. Smith in the corner gets it. Mendoza gets a hold of it. Tries to send it back to Waterman. But it was between his skates. The Saints pick it up. 36 seconds to go on the penalty kill. 2 minutes left in the game. In come the Saints right down the. Oh, shot off the post from the top of the slot. Top of the slot at the blue line. Top of the right circle. Fired off the skates of a Blues player. At the blue line, sent down. Face-off dot. Top of the slot. Intercepted by Mendoza. Here he comes. The Saints with speed get back. Mendoza sends it behind the net. Both teams at full strength. 1:25 to go in the game. The Blues will need one quick if they want a chance to tie this up. Carson on the forecheck. The Saints get it out. Cross the red line. Up the left wing. Take a shot. Barr misses it with his glove. Comes up the boards. Sicheski picks it up. Sends it behind the boards over to Cutcomp. Cutcomp slows it down in the corner. Sends it up. Nice pass to Price. Price carries it in. Across the blue line. Loses it. It's chipped up. Cutcomp gets it. Fires it on net. Oh, it makes it to the goalie. Thrown in the slot. Cutcomp gets to it again. He turns. Looks. Sends it across. The goalie is pulled. Sicheski has it. Walked off. Oh, it comes out of the zone, though. Sent to Cutcomp. Cutcomp fires it down low. Driscoll over to it. Driscoll's hammered into the boards, but still has it there along the boards. He's taken down. Price takes him down. There's a whistle, but no penalty. So there'll be a face-off to the right of the goalie. 26.4 seconds to go. If the Blues can get a quick one here, maybe with 20 seconds left, chance to tie it up wouldn't be out of the question. So net empty. Blanc out there with Driscoll. Smith And Mendoza. Oh, nice shot off the face-off. Nice save by the Saint goalie. That's the play the Blues want. So Waterman out there with Sacheski, Blunk, Smith, Drissel, and Mendoza. Drop of the puck. Sacheski, can't keep it in. It's going to be a foot race. That should have been icing. So with 11 seconds to go in the game, the Blues draw a penalty, 2 minutes for interference. So it looks like the Blues are going to come away with a loss. So the puck sent down the ice on net. Mendoza hard on the forecheck, and there's the end of the game. So the Blues, who started out hot, got real sloppy at the beginning of the second period, had a turnover that led to a goal, and then got too cute on a power play and gave up a shorthanded goal. Go down to the Dubuque Saints by a score of 3-1. So that's the end of the JV game. We'll be back in a little bit for the varsity game, so stick around for that. Thank you for tuning in.